This time in Uncle Jesse's Rod Shop, I deal with the sting of disappointment. Plus a new addition to the shop. So I'm doing the seat swap. Taking that gray seat out of old green here. And that's the seat I'm going to use for the back of Big Orange. There's the new seat in old green here. It's nice and comfy with that flip down in the center. Well, here's the seat out of the green truck that I'm going to use for the back seat on Big Orange here. You know, it didn't look that dirty inside the truck, but it definitely needs to be cleaned up. And I'll be doing that, and we'll get it in there soon. Alright, I got the back seat in. We cleaned up pretty well. That's all I got to say about that, I guess. Here's the deal. I'm a little disappointed. And I shouldn't be, but you know, these seats, they don't match. They're both gray, but the material's a little different, the color's a little different. These front seats here, you probably can't tell in the video, but they have a bluish, I don't know, tint to them. The seat and the seat in the back does not. And the material's a little different. They're different style. I mean, obviously I knew this before I put them in. You know, I'm not dumb. Maybe a little. But this is just the reality. This thing just needs to get on the road. I think the short-term solution is I might dye these seats. These front ones a little bit darker gray without the bluish hue to it. That's a little closer to the back seat here. That's probably the short-term solution. Maybe when it warms up a little bit, I'll take the seats back out and do that. The front seats anyways. That wouldn't be that big a deal really. And it's just gray on gray as far as dyeing it. So if it wears through a little bit, it's just gray underneath. It's not like it's brown or red or something like that. It sucks though, you put work into something and you're not really happy with the results. But this is no pro build here. I got budget restraints. I got time restraints. As the great prophet Freiberger says, don't get it right, just get it on the road. Something like that. I want to get it right and on the road. But this is just the way it is sometimes. This will be fine. It'll be comfortable. Yep. Time to pull the old bootstraps up and get back to it, I guess. After my little therapy session there. So, I thought I'd take a second here. Something I never talked about in previous videos. There should be an ashtray right here. And also, this little dealio here should not be there. What I did was, I got rid of the ashtray, obviously. And that is the push button starter. So, you turn it on, and then, you know, cue the engine noise, and then turn the engine off, as such. So, don't need an ashtray. They just rattle around anyways. I just took a piece of dash from one of the vehicles that I scrapped. I think it was from that cab that I got the rockers from at the junkyard. Like this. So I just grafted this piece from the other dash and put it over the ashtray right here. So that's how I got this nice little indentation. I think it's pretty cool actually. Also, we got the Hvac controls for the vintage air heater slash air conditioner. I did have to, you can see up in here, I used their defrost ducts because it just wasn't very compatible with the stock one. So I did have to do some custom mounts, such as right there, and then, well, you get the idea. There's the passenger side way over there. Also, you'll notice the vents are round. So these inner pieces are vintage air units that you can get from their website. Actually, I got them from Summit Racing. I added these trim rings though. The reason why those trim rings are there is because it gives it more presence, right? So you got this extra trim ring and then the little chrome around there, and yeah, gives it more presence. And it does, actually. But I wouldn't have added those trim rings, except for the fact that when I drilled the holes with a hole saw, the saw went way oversized, and these didn't completely cover up the hole that I made, so I had to go to plan B. And sometimes when you go to plan B, it all works out, because actually it looks even better than it would have. So don't tell anyone, but that's what happened. Also, go over here, I got the trailer brake controller, no biggie there. And then back here I have a custom fuse box relay setup that is fairly easy to add to in the future. I used a fair amount of relays on this truck build. I mean, no doubt about that. As far as gauges go, I believe what I'm going to do is order custom gauges from Speed Hut. There's a place you can get custom gauges. And the plastic insert here I'm going to modify it to accept the gauges. I kind of have them modeled out. It's a pretty cool website when you go to it. Gives you lots of options to make custom gauges. I mentioned, I believe in the previous video I needed seat belts yet, and I kind of lied. I had half the seat belts. Well, now I got the other half the seat belts. eBay specials there. And what is the deal, by the way? It's just an expense you wouldn't think would be a big deal. But if you guys have ever looked up seat belts on eBay, used seat belts, used OEM seat belts for just about anything, wow, a little pricier than I thought it would have been. And I still have to put sound deadening in the doors. I really don't know what I'm going to do with the roof. Obviously these are cab light wires hanging out for now. And anyways, I don't know what I'm going to do about a roof headliner. I'm going to insulate it. No one makes a replacement for a crew cab. Don't know that it fit anyways because I got extra bracing here from the van roof that's in here. Again, note the van roof ribs here. And of course a coat hanger thing only because there's a hole there already for it. So you just, I'm pretty sure I'm never going to go to the dry cleaner because I never have in my life. Alright, we got a new addition to Uncle Jesse's Rod Shop. Say hi, Dixie. Anyway, she's gonna cut me out in the shop here when I'm working. And obviously a greyhound, retired, raced for a couple of years. She's 4 years old. She's got 13 wins under her belt. But anyway, she's gonna help out here at the shop by just basically getting in my way and looking cute and keeping me sane.